Hello, in this tutorial, I'll walk you through setting up an appointment service in BTA and taking bookings for them. Quick note before we start, we'll be beginning in Shopify today, but you can also create a product directly from within the BTA admin if you prefer. So let's get into it. The first step is creating your Shopify product. In your Shopify admin, you will want to create a new product which will represent your booking service. For the purpose of this demonstration, I will be using the barbershop product, and this product has already been created. You will want to set up the description, which provides your customers with more information on your service. The next thing to do is to include your media or any images necessary. And the third step is to set up your variants. In the context of appointments, variants aren't just for size or color. You can use them to represent different services or durations. A good example is this product. We have 4 different service types within the same barbershop product, and that is how you would utilize a variant. When it comes to setting up different rooms within the same service, you will want to set up different durations. For example, a 30-minute consultation and a 60-minute consultation as 2 variants on the same product, right? So BTA can read into the specific variants and automatically block out the correct amount of time within the calendar for each one. I will guide you on how to set up different duration for each variant within the BTA product configuration page when we get there. The next step is to price your variants accordingly, as seen on the section, and save the variant pricing. A key setting to pay attention to is to ensure that you have disabled inventory tracking. This is because BTA tracks availability by using our capacity functionalities. To do so, I will proceed to this specific variant to show you how to disable inventory tracking. As you can see, inventory is not tracked at the moment, but if you're setting up for the first time, there's a probability that this will be enabled. So what you want to do is to just disable that and save your variant or your product. Once you're done with that, you will save the product and proceed to step 2, which is importing the product into BTA. Within the very same product page that you've created, you will want to click on More Actions and proceed to BookThatApp configuration. In our demo, since the service has already been added to BTA, I will be walking you through all the settings within the product page and explaining to you what each of them entails. So before we get into services configuration, I will talk to you about resources, and to do that, we will click on Settings and proceed to Resources. So a resource in BTA represents anything that can be booked really, mostly a staff member, a room, or a piece of equipment. On our resources page, you see there's 3 different types of resources: the staff, equipment, and also the room. For example, if the barbershop service has 3 stylists, each stylist would be set up as a resource. Our 3 stylists will be Albert, Bill, and Chris, for instance. Since we've configured the 3 staff resources, I will proceed back to our barbershop product. Part 4, which is configuring the service, you will select the booking type as appointment. The next setting is capacity. Capacity controls how many bookings can occur at the same time. BTA provides you with 3 capacity bases. We have product, variant, and resource. Since we set up resources a moment ago, you can see that they're available to assign here. You will set the capacity basis to resource and assign the relevant resources. In our case, we have the 3 staff users, Albert, Bill, and Christine. But by using resource-based capacity, BTA knows that if Stylist Albert is booked from 2 to 3 p.m., it won't offer that slot to another customer for the same Stylist Albert, whereas Stylist Bill or Christine might still be available, so those slots will be assigned to either of the 2 staff users. The next capacity basis is product, which assigns capacity overly on the product label, and we have variant basis, which assigns capacity on the specific variant label. You can get more information on capacity settings by clicking on the tooltip that will provide you with an article to guide you on that. Duration setting. This determines how long a service is going to take. BTA provides us as well with 2 bases for duration, that is product and variant. If all your appointments are the same length, you want to keep the duration basis to product label and enter the duration. However, if your variants represent different lengths, you will want to switch to variant label and select which variant option corresponds to your duration. You will then enter the different duration lengths for each specific variant. BTA will then automatically block the right amount of time based on whatever the customer selects. Multiple appointment feature. This is available on the light plan and above. It allows customers to book more than one appointment in a single transaction. If this doesn't apply to your service, you will want to leave this as unchecked. The next setting is the lead or lag times. More information on that is available on the tooltip. You will set up the date picker settings. More information is available within the tooltip as well. The calendar settings allow you to set up a booking color for your calendar. As per the location setting, you will assign any location if necessary. Part 5, which is your operating hours. This is a necessary step since your available time slots are driven by your operating hours. I have already configured operating hours for our barbershop service, but I will guide you on how to go about this. This is often found under Settings and then Operating Hours. You can either add a new season, then assign a specific service, for example, the barbershop, update the date and times, and save that. Once this operating hours is set up, those are the availability hours for your appointment product within BTA, and your customers can book for those hours. The final step is to configure widgets. Our widget is a calendar that displays on the storefront for your customer to select dates. To configure the widget, you will go into the widgets menu to your left. Within the widgets page, you will click on appointments and add a new appointment widget. In the services tab, you want to apply the widget to all appointment products, which is recommended, or assign it to the specific product as needed. You will then also customize the settings to match your store, and you can preview the updates in real time. To update the default text within the widget, and you can update those here. Then you will finally want to save the widget. The final step is to add to cart, and now let's head over to the storefront now to see the full customer experience. You'll do so by clicking on the V button. We are now on the product page on your storefront. We can now see your widget within our barbershop service. The customer selects the preferred service variant, a preferred date, and then time as well. This is then added to cart. We have an add-ons functionality where your customers can buy any accompanying products. This acts as an upsell feature. For the purpose of this demo, I'll just add one gift pack and proceed to cart. We now have our service and our add-on within our cart, and our customer can proceed to checkout. Once they check out, a booking will be created upon order creation as well.